Hey, how's it going? Dylan here. A new distributor has joined the Ultra HD market in Australia, and that distributor is Entertainment One Oz, so E1, ANZ. So, very happy about this because up until now, only the bigger distributors have been doing Ultra HD. And now, in the month of December, we're actually getting two distributors, E1 and Madman as well, with the Fifth Element. So this should be the beginning of like the mid-sized distributors entering this market, and then hopefully the smaller ones sometime next year. But E1 was really generous and with me, and decided to send over 4 of their new Ultra HDs. So we've got Valerian, City of a Thousand Planets, and then all 3 Divergent movies on Ultra HD in 4K. So was really keen to check these out. Let's get right into each individual release and how they did. So first up, I'm going to go for Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets because I was very curious to see what this looked like in Ultra HD. Since I did see it once before, which was on, I believe, on a streaming service, so it wasn't like the best quality, but it was a very beautiful looking film, and it wasn't the best film, obviously. Went straight for this as the first one to check out from E1, and I was pleasantly surprised. It had quite a nice looking transfer. And obviously it looks like a 2K DI. It doesn't have the sharpness of some of the native 4K releases on the format. But all in all, it does look very good. Contrast is good. Color is very vibrant. And the visuals of the film, like the style, really lend itself to this kind of format. So E1 kind of pulled out all the stops here for an Ultra HD release. On the front cover, obviously, we've got the standard kind of cover that's pretty much everywhere. Cast, Valerian, the City of a Thousand Planets. You've got a little image there from Luc Besson, the legendary director of The Professional, The Fifth Element, and Lucy. An Ultra HD premium little sticker logo there. We head to the spine. We've got Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets with this silver look, which is kind of similar to Fox, which is who is printing these discs, by the way. Fox, like E1 have a deal with Fox, they distribute. So we've got the E1 logo, Ultra HD, and picture of Dane DeHaan and Cara Delevingne at the top. So on the reverse, now one of the things I was very impressed with this release was that it actually had special features on the 4K disc. It has the full a little documentary about the making of the film. It's like, I think it's a 5 or 6 part. So cool little interesting thing there, and it's actually included on the 4K disc because this doesn't come with a Blu-ray because it's a Fox related release. So Fox don't tend to do Blu-rays that come with the releases. On the reverse, we've got some nice quotes, from Peter Jackson. Got the synopsis there, a few images. Obviously, it's a 4K Ultra HD disc, 2160p. Special features: Citizens of the Imagination creating the universe of Valerian, multi-part documentary, enhancement pods, the Art of Valerian photo gallery, teaser trailer, and final trailer. So in terms of obviously runtime, including the documentary, I believe 239 minutes. It's obviously the original aspect ratio of 2:4:0 to 1. Audio-wise, we've got a Dolby Atmos track and a Dolby Digital 2.0 track. English, Spanish, and French language, and it's a BD100 disc. So very nice to see BD100 there. So bit rates look very nice, very clean picture. So pretty happy with this one. When we head on inside, we get some basic disc art. Nice to see some disc art though. Some distributors don't even go to that length, so looks quite nice. Next up, we have the Divergent series. Now, I was interested to revisit these because I'd seen them. I actually saw them all in cinemas with my wife years ago, and I kind of tapered off. I kind of enjoyed the first one. It was okay. The second one I didn't really remember. The third one I knew wasn't a huge fan of. So I rewatched a bunch of these, all 3 of these that E1 sent over. Now, first up, Divergent. On the front cover, we've got the same cover as the international release, I believe. On the spine, we've got Shailene Woodley, Divergent. And on the reverse, we've got a bunch of the general stuff here. Some images and stuff about 4K. Now, obviously, this does only come with a 4K disc, and there's no special features included, so that's a downside. So I really hope Fox kind of start authoring discs with special features, and then as a result, extension E1 would do more. I mean, they did it with Valerian, which is a plus, so it shows that they're willing to do it. It's just maybe they didn't license them for the Divergent series in time, because they did release a bunch of 4Ks at the same time. When we open this one up, inside, again, we've got some decent disc art here. Visual-wise, the Divergent series, this first one was shot 2.8K, finished at 2K. So it does show a little bit of softness compared to native 4K releases, but for the most part, it's a very nice presentation. I didn't notice any glaring issues. As I said, a little bit soft, but for the most part, looks decent, has good contrast and color. Move on over to Insurgent, which is the second one. A nice image on the front there, the Divergent series Insurgent. We've got the rating, etc. On the spine, we've got another image of Shailene Woodley's character. All the standard stuff there. And on the reverse, pretty much the same story as the first. Now, the second one was also filmed, I believe, at higher resolution, but it was still finished at 2K. So as a result, we get a very similar look and feel to the first. I think this one, they used a bunch more anamorphic lenses, so it looks quite... the film itself looks quite nice, aesthetically pleasing, I guess you could say, visually. This one here, similar feel to the first, not a huge amount of difference in terms of quality. It does feel like the source was higher resolution. From super sampling, you can kind of tell the difference. But apart from that, again, no special features. And then we have Allegiant, which is the last one in the series. Now, this one was done with a 4K digital intermediate. So you kind of notice this one on the front cover. We've got similar story again. On the side, we actually have Shailene Woodley and 4 on the side. Obviously, all the standard logos. On the reverse, we've got, again, pretty much the same thing here. No special features. And the disc art inside is fairly decent. Now, with Allegiant, it looks way better because of the 4K digital intermediate. It looks extremely sharp at times and very well detailed. So that one there is actually a really nice example of a 4K disc. It's looks good. There's lots of different colors. When they get to like the wasteland, there's lots of reds and orange hues. So it's really cool stuff. There's some bit of questionable VFX in this film. It feels like they didn't have maybe the budget to go that far, but for the most part, it looks very nice. The destroyed city looks very sharp, very well detailed. That one, it was okay. I ended up enjoying the second one more than the other two in the end on this round of rewatches. It's a kind of they're okay movies. I prefer the Hunger Games myself, but for a first release from E1, a batch of releases, this is about half of the stuff they released last month. For a first batch, this is great. Most of the other distributors are only doing one release as their first, and then taking months for a new one. So this batch is really good, and it's a good sign of the future. Hopefully E1 really commits to the format and releases new titles on it as well. That would be really good because we need more mid-level distributors doing this format. There's not many at all. In fact, it's just E1 and Madman, really. Madman's kind of questionable, I guess. So yeah, thank you very much to E1 for sending these over. It was a pleasure watching these. I love watching 4K discs, looking at the quality difference and things like that. So really cool first batch of releases, and I think it's a sign of good things to come. So well done, E1. Thanks very much for watching this video on Entertainment One's new Ultra HD releases. Really happy that they sent me these to review. Thank you very much to Entertainment One, as always. Very good working with you. Hit subscribe if you like my videos, want to see more. Hit that bell button to be notified of new uploads as they become available. Don't forget to hit me up in the comments or on Twitter. Always open for a chat about anything life, movies, TV, coffee. Especially coffee. Till next time, take very good care.